The weather's heating up. People are going to be jumping into pools, but they could be diving into the deep end of legal troubles if certain safety precautions aren't taken. That is the topic of today's Law Vegas Now segment with Eric Palacios.
So, Eric, what are my responsibilities or a homeowner's responsibilities when it comes to pool safety?
Well, you've got to be careful if you have guests, especially little kids, minors. You have to make your house, your backyard, your pool especially, safe for them, reasonably safe. And the first part of this is making sure that you're not in violation of any codes.
So what are some things that could make you liable when it comes to injuries in your pool?
One of the first things we see is code requires that there be a self-closing gate. A lot of times these are spring activated, so even if you forget to close it, the door will close automatically behind you. If this device is old or rusted or broken and the gates don't close, then this can lead to little kids coming into your backyard and then falling in the pool, getting hurt, and you can be liable for this. Also, if you don't pay attention to guests in your house, little kids, if you leave them unaccompanied or in the care of older kids, but that are also on their phones, on their devices, and not paying attention, and something happens, you can be held liable or responsible for this.
Yeah, a lot of kids going back and forth to different homes. Even if you don't have a pool in your home, what happens, legally speaking, if someone is injured on your property?
Well, the good news is normally homeowners insurance takes care of this in case that there's a complaint filed, that you're sued, or there's a claim made. If you own the home, you normally have a policy that'll protect you. If you rent a home, it's always good to have renter's insurance to make sure you're covered in the event that there's negligence and something happens to a guest, a family member, or a friend that is visiting. But it's always important to just make sure that the house is safe, that you're looked at things that need repair, and if there's kids there that are invited over, that you keep an eye on them, or you make sure that their parents keep an eye on them while they're at your house.
One other piece of advice you have is regarding something that I probably wouldn't have thought of, and that's doggy doors.
Yes, it's very sad, but almost every summer we see that a toddler, generally just still crawling, will go through the doggy door, and if the family has a pool, all it takes is seconds for that baby, that child, to fall in the pool. And especially if the door is closed and the babysitter or parents, grandparents, they don't have a clue that this is a possibility. So they'll tend to not look for the child sometimes for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. All of a sudden they notice, hey, the house is quiet, what's going on? And if the child crawls through the doggy door and there's a pool, it can just lead to horrible results. So if you have a doggy door, especially if you have a bigger dog, it's very important that you keep it closed, you keep an eye on it, or that you put something outside of it, so in case someone does get out from it, they're still blocked in and can't access the pool.
Well, I certainly hope that everyone has a very safe and enjoyable summer. Eric, always good to talk to you. Great advice. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. We'll see you soon.
If you want more information, you can give Eric Palacios and Associates a call at that phone number, 702-444-7777. There's their website, ericpalacioslaw.com.